play a game.
Oh no, no voice. Oh well. Let's try that again. Yes, mic check. Hello, folks. Are you ready for mittens and crocodiles? That's the question. So, hello, Melbourne Train Guy, Ghost Photography, Florian, Low Tech, Richie Rail, Michael Lay, Hugh Burke, Melbourne Train Guy. We've talked to Kev before. Florian. Oh, and yes, Melbourne Train Guy, you are the biggest bogan for sure. Excellent. All right, let's go. What shall we do first? Let's have a bit of a look, actually. Have a quick look. There'll be a video going live in 5 minutes with some of this stuff in it, but let's have a look. Journeys. It's got journeys. Do you care? No, didn't think so. Journey called Mountain Adventure. It's got intros. It's got passenger stuff. It's got cross-border stuff. It's got local trains. It's got freight trains. And it's got shunting. I won't ruin the surprises for you. There's another surprise I won't ruin for you. But hang on, I've got a video going live in a tick. I'll show you, it's fine. Mittenwaldbahn. Do we have to come out of here to get out? We do, don't we? Yep, because that's going to go into journeys. Choose a route. Mittenwaldbahn. Scenarios. We should start with a scenario, I think. But should we look at the timetable? Of course we should. Anyway, we'll come back and we'll run away. I tried to run it before and I killed myself, but that's okay. Let's look at the timetable because there's a bit. Now, this one comes with the route, the BR111 DBB in blue and cream, let's call it. The OBB 1020 Crocodile, the hero of the route, comes with the route. Hello, Neil, how are you? The BR103 doesn't come with the route. It layers in from Link Rheinstrecker, and the 365 layers in from Mittenwaldbahn. There's 5 services to the 365, although I'm sure I've seen it in AIs more than that. There's, how many for this? 2 for the 103. There's 104 for the Croc, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Hello, Bellafon Productions. We'll come back to the Croc in a moment on the number of services. And there's the 61 for the 111. Now let's jump in and have a look at the Croc's services. We are going to run the scenario first, but the Croc scenarios vary a little bit. So there's quite a few of these little short ones where they're the turnarounds at each end. Hello, C. And there's quite a lot of long ones, which are full-length runs. Now they're easy bang to bang, or they've got a couple of stops, or there's a few with lots of stops that do the whole lot. So the 100 and something scenario services is probably, it's a true number, but a lot of them are shorter. So, yep, depends what you want to do. Hello, New York, Texas Railroad. Anyway, I know the Croc looks cool, but we're actually going to start with the other one because we can, because we're going to run away because I'm told it's really good. And I tried to do a preview of it earlier, and like I said, I killed myself. That's okay. I'll be using, yes, Rail Driver's turned off, just check that. I'll be using the Xbox controller today and keyboard. So, looks like we are actually mostly set up. But open the window though, it'll be too quiet. We're waiting for a red signal anyway, so there's no rush. Train heating. And let's turn on the annoying bits. Oh, they're not over here, are they? At the other end, maybe? Signalling lights are on. Yep, they'll be at the other end. Can't walk through this one. You can walk through the Crocodile. We will see the Crocodile. But I just thought this might be fun because I was told it was really, really good. Better be, or I'll be sad. Okay. Sifa. And Indussi. Now, Indussi's just like PZB, except it's not. It's kind of like PZB. Basically, the way I've been playing it, if the signal's green, go fast. If the signal's not green and you've got a Christmas tree, slow down to 40 kilometres an hour and acknowledge it. Now, the PZB helper will not help you, which is sad. What else do we have to do? Brakes are on. Loco brake is... Well, we'll just put that into release anyway. We're already in forwards. It looks like we're pretty much set up to go. So let's look around outside, because the mountains are cool. They've done the mountains really nicely. They look like proper skiing mountains. Almost no trees above the tree line. Now, I am running at 200% screens, which means it's rendering it at 4K, and I'm bringing it back to 2K to look at it and send it to you. We have got new... So I know we've done the passenger wagons to death, but we've also got new ones of these. Oh, actually, these are pretty special. Let me show you something while we're waiting for that signal. Why are they pretty special? Oh, here's our train, so we'll be able to go. Well, oh, it's got a load on it, so I can't do it. Ah, maybe they fixed it. You could walk right through them before. Maybe they fixed it. Hello, carriages. And look, a crocodile. But we better get out of here. It's time to go. I think it's time to go. And if we're late, we're on a single path railway and we'll get stuck somewhere. All right. We're in Austria or Germany? I'm not sure. I didn't look. Oh yeah, we got to lock the doors first, eh? Right doors. And we have a little signal Christmas tree down there, so we'll probably want to acknowledge that. And we are, of course, in a tap changer. Yay. 6 will bat to it. Here we go. First run on Mittenwaldbahn. I will catch up with the chat in a moment. I'm going to need to do Indussi first. And in fact, I better run down or we're going to go over the speed limit. Here's hoping it doesn't stop me. This is a protected crossing, no horn. In Austria, you do blow the horn. Zifa. Off we go, straight up to 50. Better run down a little bit though, we're going to go too fast. Ooh, this is way loud in my ears. How is that in your ears? How's the balance of game sound versus me talking? Looks like it might be a bit loud for you guys. But anyway, hello Odin Moore, G.E. Dave. Who else have we got in there? We've got Belafon, New York Texas Railroad, I think I said hello to. Who else have we got? Train speeds up pretty fast, yeah it does, but remember it's a massively SIFA. Don't cut away. It's a massively powerful locomotive and it's got 2 carriages. So it's it's not a heavy train at all. Ooh, are we going too fast? No, we're fine. We can speed up a bit. Some areas are a little blandish, like off to our left over here, but the rest is amazing. Uh-oh. I better run down. Too fast, too fast. Alright, we'll let that run down. We'll let gravity take its course. It'll be fine. Oops. Don't touch the mouse. The P boards mean you have to honk your horn. Arnav in the vertical chat. Hello to you. Now I'm told you're supposed to do it 3 times. There we go, back down to 80 k's now so we can run up a bit to maintain it. That'll probably do. It's where we should be. Have a 60 zone coming up, maybe I shouldn't have run up. Everything happens at once on this railway. We just saw a P board, so there's something to honk at coming up as well. As I'm slowing down here. SIFA. Should I keep SIFA on? There's a question for the audience. Do you want to have SIFA on? The grass is pretty good. You can wander around in it. That's actually a really cool thing about this route, is that you can wander around just about everywhere. I'm going to have to slow down. I need to slow down more. I'm going too fast for the signal. It's going to stop me. We'll see what happens. Did I get away with it? Ooh, no, I did not get away with it. I should have been going 40 when I passed that signal. Never mind. See, Industy works fine. It's the clown driving it that doesn't. You handle it the same way you handle PZB, which for me is badly. And brakes are coming off, so we should be able to run up again. We'll just go up to 5. Is that going to power? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Okay, brakes are nearly off completely. We'll pretend I know what I'm doing. Oh, chase the fox. I see. Florian says, so great to have the Silverlinger in here. Lord Dapnut says, leave Sifa on. Few people want it on, few people want it off. Your dad had models of them, Florian. I actually kind of think I had Silverlingers in TT gauge when I was very young. Before I knew what model railways were, and I'm pretty sure I probably just smashed it. Ziffer. It is going to be challenging. You're right. Arnav in the vertical chat says, this is the latest train sim. This is Train Sim World 5 running Mittenwaldbahn, which releases to the public tomorrow. And we're in Train Sim World. And I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to stream this now. Pretty sure. I need to get back on the brakes, Sifa, because we've got another one coming up. Let's get down below 40 this time, shall we? Come on, train. Come on, train. You can do it, train. There we go. Beautiful. This time for sure. I'm going so slowly, we'll be fine. I hope. Now, hopefully I can just run up now and cruise the rest of the way into the station. Oh, I hadn't got it off yet. Sorry. Sifa. Everything's going on all at once. The Crocodile's actually easier to drive than this thing, to be honest. The Crocodile looks really daunting, but it's easier than the 111. Oh, neutral zone coming up. Uh-oh. I'm not sure I'm going fast enough to get it into the station. Oops. Run up, run up, run up. And start running down now. Before we get into the neutral zone. I'm still using power. I might blow the breaker. Might be alright. It's okay. The needle's gone back to 0. We'll be fine. The question is, am I going fast enough to actually get up the hill? It's a horribly placed neutral zone. It really is. I think I'm just going to crest the hill. I think I'm going to be okay. We're out of the neutral zone now anyway, so I can run up again. I don't want to run up much though. Oh no, I hadn't gone back to off. You do have to go back to off. This will carry us in. This might go green and we might be running for another train anyway. That'll do. We'll coast the rest of the way in. It is a different tap change at Bellefonte, very much. Uberx is going to be challenging, yes. Richie Rail says 10:12 AM, very good. Sifa. Just saw that out the corner of my eye then. We've got our first passengers. I could probably go in a bit quicker, couldn't I? But then I can't read the chat. We'll speed up a little bit. Go back to run down now, so that we can stop in roughly the right spot. Big blowers go on behind me. Let's try not to spat in our first run. Quiet, Sifa. Alrighty, we'll be fine. Perfect stop. No. Anyway, let's go look at the grass people wanted to look at first up. So the grass is quite nice. It is quite high resolution. So there's plenty of it. It's not just coloured in green and looking terrible. It looks quite nice. Scenery itself's pretty decent. There are some weirdly placed invisible walls in places. I love things like this. I don't know what I ran into there. Things like this with the little pond with the stuff growing out of it. Very cool. There's lots of custom assets on this route. Lots and lots and lots of them. I'm afraid I've collected a lot of the collectibles, so I don't know how many of those I can show you. Go inside this Oberlinks. First class, can't get much further in on the 8 camera, won't let me. We should probably, we're allowed to go. We should go. Shut the doors. Go back to off so that clears. Releasing the brakes. And brakes are below 2 bar. I should be able to run up. We get to run up? No? I went the wrong way. Silly person. 6 will do. We'll sit there. We have the green. It is a whistle. Oh, this one's a horn. It's a whistle on the Crocodile. So this one's protected. You don't need to honk for it. It does give the Xbox controller buzzy thing an absolute workout. Off we go to geese and back. I don't actually know when the things happen in this scenario, and I'm not going to look at the list of things for the scenario because I don't know about you, but I want it to be a surprise. Red shot. Gratuitous style. Why do I keep... Oh, I know why I keep banging up there. I'm rubbing the keyboard with my controller. That's a bit sad. Arnav in the vertical chat says, what are the minimum requirements for the game? Well, you can have a PC, a Xbox or a PlayStation. It runs on all of those. The game itself is Train Sim World 5. The DLC we're running is Mittenwaldbahn, which comes out tomorrow. And it's the little VR111. The route is quite spectacular. I'm kind of hoping to see if it can be heard outside. I think we're coming into cow territory, aren't we? Are we? No, we're not in cow territory. We'll get into cow territory eventually. Mountains look cool. Some areas are like this, nice and sparse. Other areas are very busy. Oh, we can pick up a little bit more speed. That'll do. Bellefonte, does it set, has it got a 2-tone? That's an interesting question. Where is the horn on this thing? It's up here, isn't it? Well, it's got 2-way, but it's a single tone. The Crocodile's much more impressive on the horny department. And we're going up quite a steep gradient, aren't we? Let's see if we can hold this. All these little paths and stuff you see down the sides of the rails are all walkable. You can walk all over the place on this route, which I absolutely love. And for the most part, the cars travel on the right side of the road. Most part. Ooh, going too fast. We'll just let gravity eat that off. Given that it's in Dusty, I don't think it actually looks at your top speed particularly much. The neutral sections do catch you by surprise at times. I'm still learning the route. I've probably driven it for... probably elapsed time's probably about 12 hours. And it's while I've been making all of the tutorials and the like. You can go wandering up places like that in lots of areas. You can go wandering up paths too, and you never know what you might find at the end of a path. If you know, you know. Actually, I need to know, did they fix the map? I need to know. Oh no, safer. Did they fix the map? Yes. Okay, good. the map was actually giving away one of the secret spots. It appears that it doesn't now. But if you were to watch the Mittens Plays stream, you'll see whereabouts and roughly it is. And I've produced a video that will help you find it, which will go live soon. There are some amazingly high-resolution trees on this. Now, I'm not running any kind of any settings or mods, but I am running at 200% screen percentage, which means it's rendering at 4K and then down-resing it for us to watch. Zephyr. Coming up to Seafeld in 5Ks, and I'm already doing 60, so this is fine. Balathon says, it sounds like one of those bumper carts from the fairground. What is it? So I see. The closest the platform to the railhead. Very close. Very close. And the platforms are quite interesting. They're like this. They're slanty. They're higher on one side than they are on the other. They're quite interesting. Joshua asks, are there routes in Australia like this one? Yes, the zigzag railway's a bit like this. My railway's a bit like this, actually, except no power lines. The Blue Mountains is probably a little like this too. I'm just going to have to run down one because I probably want to go up to 8 though. No, stay on 8. No, stay on 8. 8. Right, good. I love having a fight with the tap changer. But I'll try and stay outside as much as I can to show off what it looks like outside. I know Lucas was pushing it for summer, which is when this scenario appears to be set, but it looks really nice in winter and autumn as well, and spring, so look forward to that. Too much. That'll do. 9's what we want. Very good. Seafeld coming up. Do you think I should have a Nebworth? Did I fail an objective, really? Did I really fail an objective? Oh, did I drive? No, I haven't failed an objective. They're all ticked. I didn't even see that. I'll have to play the replay. Yeah. Oh well. I'll wait for the replay. And I'll see what I did. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. Burke, awesome. Aerocentric, welcome to membership. That means that in Railroader, you'll get a car named after you. I just did a tidy up of those today, so now I'll have to do it again. And set it on screen. Ah, I was probably reading the chat like a dummy. Because, you know, you don't need to drive the trains or anything. Ah, Tree Sim World. Very good. Maybe we'll go over there. That look better? Yes. Looks like we're driving most of the route before the weird things happen, but that's okay. Zephyr again. I find Indusy is relatively okay. One of the things I talk about in my tutorials is the gratuitous bridge shots, of course, is that the PZB helper doesn't show because it's not PZB, it's Indusy. TPG Videos 96. Hello, how are you? You're in the vertical stream. Welcome. Welcome to the other people in both streams who aren't chatting. You're absolutely welcome to stay quiet. You're also welcome to jump in and join in the chat in either of the chats. That would be wonderful. New York, Texas Railroad said, I'm not a fan of TSG's track joint sound. Sounds a bit light for the weight of the train. That might just be because we're inside. Does that sound better? You can see the suspension working on the carriages there. Zephyr. Things are bouncing up and down quite properly. Oops. Let me show the carriage. I want to show the carriage off. Oops, I better run down. In fact, I have to brake. I'm going to have to brake without running down, which is naughty. That should be enough. Release, release, release. Zephyr. I'm using box for all of the buttons. I don't know if you've met box. It's hard to show you, but that's the thing you can hear me when I'm mashing buttons. It'll be going slow enough for the signal at least, which is good. Melbourne Train Guy says, is this train sim or farming sim? I think it's tree sim. Sam's Train Official says mittens but no kittens. Yes, it is Mittenwaldbahn. Zephyr. I have noticed that Zephyr invariably goes off when you are approaching a signal. Did I get away with that? Yes, I think I did. Alright, let's run up just a couple of notches just to keep us going. As we come into Seefeld in Tyrol. At least I think that's what it's called. Nice cherry blossoms. I look forward to the cherry blossoms on Tadamilo. At least there had better be cherry blossoms. I'll be a bit annoyed if there's none. We are meeting another DBBR111 here. Good to see. Now, basically the way I've been operating in Dusty, if it's a green light, I don't acknowledge it. If it's anything else, I do. And if it's lit up like a Christmas tree, I slow down to 40 kilometres an hour. Seems to work most of the time. The doors are seriously cool. The passengers are, as usual, train sim passengers. I hope my voice lasts through this because I've been talking through so many things. C, welcome back to guard again, mate. Good to have you aboard. They are cool. Conductor mode, as you probably saw from the video that, excuse me, I released it too early. I can do this. Maybe I can't. Oh, didn't I put it in off? I keep forgetting to put it in off when I stop, so it won't let me tap up. But this is okay. You got 25 subs, TPG videos. That's cool. Lord Datnut says, lack of PCB helper has me a little sad. Look, to be honest, I don't mind. I think... do I have to do 40? No, I don't. Okay. I don't mind it because when I started playing without it, I discovered how dependent on it I had become. I used to actually be quite good at PZB. But suddenly I'm not. And I think it's because I haven't had to think about it. Love little details like that. Washing lines. I won't spoil the fun, but I've seen people in places that you wouldn't expect them. Joshua says it has Mittenwaldbahn vibes. Ah, yes it does. But it's faster than Mittenwaldbahn. And there's more going on. It's a lot busier than Mittenwaldbahn. Love that you can walk all over the place. Yeah, we get a nice tree shot for a change. Lovely. Now let's watch that way, shall we? We should be able to hear safer from up here. Just, I'll keep an eye on the speed with the, we're going downhill, aren't we? Oh, I better get back in the cab because we're going downhill. Oops. I'm running away. I'm running away. But the temptation of a bridge shot must take it, even though I'm running away. I think I'm going back down towards speed now anyway. Be fine. Good. Green signal. The ever-annoying Sifa. I might stay in the train while we're going downhill if that's okay most of the time. Or we're going to get a bit too quick. We'll do quick ones though. Whee! It is extremely detailed. I'll be curious to know what it's like on the PS4 and the Xbone. I'm going to start slowing down again. Zifa. Something else lit up then too. Hobie Abramson. The 321 signal boards actually make sense on this route. And has this got a magnet? No, it doesn't, so I don't need to acknowledge it, do I? It's an advanced signal. But it is telling me I need to be doing 40 for the next one. Judging by the train, looks like we start going uphill again. But that could be deceptive. Do you guys find it hard to tell whether the terrain's trying to go uphill or downhill? I often do. Coming into Reef B. Seafeld. Zifa. This is where the one of the milk bottles I found is. I've only found 2 of the milk bottles. One by accident, by walking on it in the snow, and one here. We'll go for a quick walk around here. Since that signal's red, it probably means there's a train coming. Air brakes have come on. And did I get the doors open? I did. Don't think Sifa works in this thing when it's quiet. So if you're looking for one of the milk bottle collectibles... Oh, these are cool. I think they showed this off in the stream. These are the actual timetable that you're playing to. They don't change if you're running late though, but they can be very handy if you're on foot and you want to figure out when the next train's coming. Nice touch. This pallet is what the milk bottle was. It turned into a pallet. I don't know if they all turn into pallets, but that one did. So if you're looking for the very elusive milk bottles... Hello. How are you? What is your name? They never talk. You know, one thing I have noticed, I swear their boobs are getting bigger. I reckon the graphic artist has been playing with the boobs. What am I stuck on? People. Okay. The little platforms, if you get off, these ones are okay, but the slanty ones, if you get off on the high side, you can't get back on them. And apparently that's deliberate. Because I hassled Lucas about it. Now we have got a green signal. It's time to lock the doors. We weren't passing a train here. I went for a walk unnecessarily. We are below 2 bars, so we go to throttle off. No, I do actually have to release them. Okay. And run up just a little bit though, because we're running against the brakes. It's a little bit tricky to try and time it so that you don't roll backwards. Joe Allen, hello in the vertical chat. I am on Mittenwaldbahn, which releases tomorrow. And we are in the OBB 111, and it's in DBB, blue and cream. Love the weathering on the coaches. These are the best coach routes I've seen in the game. Like the rusty roof. Zifa. Lord Dampnut says Boob Sim World. It could be. My gut feel on consoles it'll probably be okay, but that's because the consoles run at lower graphics settings than I do, so it's probably going to be okay. Excuse me, wildly running away again. I was just accelerating away going, oh yeah, we're going downhill. We're going downhill! Never mind. I'm kind of surprised Zipa hasn't got me yet. Or Indussy for that matter. I haven't fallen victim. I have had an Indussy stop, haven't I? Joshua says, just remembered the update patch is coming today. I may have got one already. But I know there's some stuff that they'll be releasing a little bit later. Some of the stuff that was seen during the previous stream and some of the stuff that myself and other ambassadors have put in, it won't be coming out for release. And yes, the train does fit through the rocks. It looks so close, but it does. It really reminds me of Festiniog, to be honest. When I was firing on Festiniog, I'm used to standing on the outside of the steam loco to get more room. Yes, 3.6. It gets steeper than that too. I'm used to standing on the outside of the steam loco. I better start thinking about stopping for this station, hadn't I? I tried that in Vistiniog and the guys go, and then a rock wall rushes by moments later. Hello, people of Lethen. Good morning. Matt Lawton says, full speed, go, go, go. I don't think so. This is a reveal stream. I have to behave myself. We'll watch them from the grass like a pervert, said he, straight after talking about behaving himself. Look at us, looking at me. Now, can you imagine what starting off from here is going to be like? I could just release the brakes and roll away. I wouldn't need to accelerate because we're going downhill. Lexic Dark, the visuals feel nostalgic to you. Well, they kind of look like your house. Is it time to shut the doors? It is. Do you reckon I can get away with this? We'll try. Pee-pee clown horns. Off it goes. And we are going downhill, very steep, so I shouldn't have gone to off like that. I should have let it run down before I went to off. It is kind to you though. It's not as nasty as the DB111. I'm running a scenario, Joe Allen in the vertical chat, who asked if I'm on free roam or a time limit. Let's just try and get this back under control just a little bit. It'll be fine, honest. Yes, it'll be fine. I have to say my machine's actually struggling a little bit running the two streams in the game today, which is a bit weird. Frame rate. Oh, the frame rate's still fine. It's still sitting up at 60. Zifa. Bridge. Massive bridge. Not the biggest bridge, but still big. Did I put headlights on? We'll know in a minute. Some of the light baking needs to be a bit better, like this one. Most of them are okay, but there's a few tunnels that are a little bit in need of work. And I do have headlights on. Lovely. Zifa. Joe Allen in the vertical chat asks, what is my favourite train? I'm going to be politically incorrect and say Thomas the Tank Engine. No, not really. It's actually the little locos that I fire, and this is the big bridge, and I'll be firing one of them on Friday. This reminds me of Colorado. It really does. It's cool as. Imagine if Cane Creek looked that good. It would have been fun then. No, the little Baldwin 262s that I fire, which I'll be firing one in a couple of days' time. The timetable posters for each station are unique. That's not a train in the tunnel, is it? I hope not. No, it's all right. It might be okay on the lower consoles on Gen 8s. It might be all right because they run at a much lower set of settings. So I was just reading through some of the chats. So back to Zephyr. Got to be careful with chat because Zephyr gets you. New York, Texas asks, what are your computer specs? I run a i9 1400 and something. Oops. Got to start slowing down some more. And I've got a 4080 GPU. It's an MSI Supreme X. The 4080 is particularly good for streaming because it's got a dedicated, it's not a whole GPU, but it's got a dedicated thing for producing the video, which is good for streamers while you're trying to play a game at the same time. Hoxel coming up. My usual German pronunciation is probably terrible, as usual. I think we need to pop out for the next bridge, of course, if I can see it, if I can get to it. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a tree. Oh, damn it. Do it this way then. Fine. There we go. We got there in the end. Oh, Sifa, shut up. Melbourne train guy loves the analog gauge glow. Where is this signal? Must be here somewhere. I have the advance awfully long way in front of it. I like all the snow fences up above the line. That's cool. Now, there's one feature when we do the Crocodile has reflections on the windows, and I know Lucas has been told to take it out, but I actually kind of liked them. This ultra clean looking glass that we have on the other trains, it's kind of boring. Matt Lawton says, I love full speed, go, go, go. Well, you don't go, go, go when you've got safety systems turned on. They bite you. Well, gotten away with Indussy again. Hello, Sandy Cheeks. How are you? Excellent channel name. Sliding into Hoxel here. One thing about the Crocodile that's a little hard to get used to, it's got Westinghouse style brakes with triple valves, which means if you move the brake handle to anything other than applying it more, it releases. Speaking of crocodiles, here comes one now with a little freight train. Oh, this must be where the fun happens. Hello, doors open. No, he went straight through. I thought he was going to shunt here. Maybe this isn't the station where it happens. I don't plan to derail, Matt Lawton. No, it's here. Wait for the signal to change. Can't even see the signal. It's all the way down there. Way down there. Does that mean we can move off? Or do we just sit here? I don't know. I have a faint suspicion something's going to happen. I got told to watch out. So I will. Still watching out. Do not depart. The freight train just passed and reported a brake application. We have concerns about a runaway wagon. This could be fun. Waiting for this thing to tell me what to do. Waiting for instructions. V for Vicky says the mastery award on Palchit's Ludwig's Band is kind of lame, an empty shed. This one's really good. There really is a runaway wagon. Please immediately check the junction behind your train. Okay. Get out of the way. Move, 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 move. I should have run up the other side so we see the thing if it comes back, shouldn't we? Just let it crash into the back. What could go wrong? Well, I'm here. Nah, why would we just stand here? Wait for the wagon to pass. This means wagons have physics. Interesting. New York Texas Railroad just ordered an I-9 14900 with a 5080. That will be a beast. Good luck cooling it. Took me a long time to get this one cool. I use a, I think it's a 480 liquid cooler. It's massive. Joshua says, I'm glad they've included the MP36 as a substitution on Antelope. Speaking of MP36s, make sure that you, if you're into Caltrain stuff, whether you're in TSW or TSC, that you get it. There it goes. Bye-bye. It closed for some time. No kidding. I reckon we should go get it, don't you? So I'm tipping this will be the end of the scenario anyway. Yep. Look at all that speeding. Anyway, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Noctua air coolers. I use the Arctic. They're very, very good. Alrighty, we won't run the next scenario because I want to show you the Crocodile. And we should do a full-length run in the Crocodile, I think, because it's deserved. Questions about whether Indasi will work on other routes. It should. Should be fine because it's the same magnets. Choose a route. Mittenwaldbahn. Be funny if I ran something else, wouldn't it? It's time for the Crocodile. Let's go. I ran that one, so we won't do that one again. Freight? Freight or passenger? I will do passenger because it stops. It's more fun. You can see how much of a handful it is. Let's go E680. Which way is that going? Innsbruck. That's going from the bottom to the top, isn't it? That's good. That'll work fine. Okay. Dynamic weather. Let's put it in April. Light clouds. Go. Driver, of course. Yeah, someone let Lucas undo the wagon. Bad Lucas. It is time for the Crocodile. Don't worry about the startup sequence. It's fine. Running. Apply. Because I've done a video for it. Turning on master switch. Pantograph up. Pantograph is up. MCB. Just talking myself through this so I remember it all. Compressor. Blowers to slow. We are a passenger train, but we're kind of in April. Would they need heat? I suppose so. Give them heat. Battery charger on. Control supply on. Forwards. And we get up now and go in the back. turn on Indussi and Sifa. I have one more thing to do for that. Put that into mode O for passenger, and we'll come out of here again. Actually, you probably want to have a look in here, don't you? Those are the contactors. They do animate. Bugger if I know how you see them when you're driving, though. You can turn traction motors on and off if you want to, if it excites you. Same at the other end. There are brake valves, so they're in passenger. You need to put them into freight if you're pulling a freight train. And the other cab's pretty much identical. Now, I'm not sure what side the CFA valve's on. There it is. CFA valve. You're going to turn that on. And there's our silver linkers in the back there, which I'd better go and open the doors for. Let's just check the setup here first. That should be 0. That should be shut down. That should be whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Everything else looks fine. And I can see Indussi has come on because we've got blue lights. Whee! Let's get the doors open. You need to stand in the position. Otherwise you can't control doors. You can do everything else but not doors. Alright, we've got the doors open, so let's go for a walk. We'll go and jump into the carriages and have a look through those while we're loading people up. So there's two styles. There's first class and second class. G'day, how are you? Ready set up for bondage. It's good to see. Does the dunny work? Lucas. We want a working toilet, Lucas. And there is first class, which is nicer. Now, I have to say, if you're riding in conductor mode or guard mode, so you can see they're standing in the AI when they drive this thing, which is cool. If you're in conductor mode or guard mode, whatever it is you want to call it, make sure that you can turn the game down because it's very loud. Alright, let's get out of here. Because we're supposed to go in the Crocodile. The Crocodile's a lot like the steam Garretts that I fire, because it's 2 engine units. Come on, find it. There it is. Excuse me. Let's get the doors locked. Did I do everything? You're in release. Let's just release this a little bit. Down to about 1.5. Excuse me. Right. Now comes the fun bit. Tapping up. You can be quite voracious with it. Just don't go too far over the red lines. And release the loco brake. Other end. That's Sifa. It's quite a little beast. You can see it starting to pivot there. If we go through some points, we'll really see it pivot. Is that signal red? No, it's alright. I'm going past it anyway. It's not my signal. But you can see the pivoting quite nicely, so it works pretty well as you go through points and things like that. You don't see it much out on the line moving around. You do see the actual units from inside the cab moving a bit. V says these seats were quite uncomfy. Oh, I don't doubt it. You're supposed to keep it... let me just get there. You see this gauge here? You're supposed to keep that around the top rather than in the lower portions of it when you're tapping up. I haven't seen any adverse things. Ooh. Sifa and Indussi at the same time. Fantastic. Oh, and Indussi's bitten me. I was going too fast, that's why. Alright, tap back to 0. Wait for it to stop. You can see you'll get a solid light if you correctly acknowledge it, but I was going too fast, so it's the usual thing. the PZB dance. And while the brakes are coming off, you won't be able to do anything until the brakes get below 2.5 bar. And then you should, actually I think it shows the thing anyway, but you can tap up. Yes, you can. Right, we'll just tap it back up to about 2. It'll be fine. That went well. Matt Lawton says in the vertical chat says, I'm no fun because I don't go full power. Clearly you're 5. Lowtech says grabbing the update as well. Everybody seems to be getting it. Let's go Crocodiles is here. The Crocodile is here indeed. Next time CIFA goes off, I'll let it stop the train just for amusement value. Alright, we are rolling into the station, so I'll just tap all the way down to 0. And start braking. Now remember that they are a Westinghouse style brake. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. There we go, it's a bit of a rough stop for people in the back, the coffee going everywhere. See for having a last crack, get the doors open. Now, what do I mean by a Westinghouse style brake? Well, if I put the handle, so you can see up there, look at the brake gauge up here. If I put the handle up a little bit, it'll apply the brakes more. But if I put it down even just a little bit, it starts releasing the brakes completely, and that is actually what it's supposed to do. So you put it back to running, and I'm going to have to apply the loco brake to hold us for the moment. Are we supposed to go already? I was going to show you here because it looks kind of nice. Left doors. And let me bring this back down to a bit under 2. That'll be fine. And let us tap up. Off we go. Raw power. The power of the Crocodile. Its own independent brake doesn't bother it at all. Now, the other end of the train. Come on. There we go. Here's what we want. Just get somewhere where I can see signals. That, yes, I'll have to acknowledge that. Let me get in the cab for this so I time it properly. It seems to be, oops, I'm going too fast, damn it. And I've just put my brakes into shutdown because I'm really clever and I went for the wrong side of the controller and I somehow got away with going through there too fast, which surprises me. This is not a generous system. Shut up, CIFA. CIFA goes off a lot for this one. Joshua says, just imagine a passenger turned off CIFA outside. Do you know most trains have valves and switches and things outside the train? It's not that unusual. All of ours do. Flying into Innsbruck-Hotting. As usual in Train Sim World, the cities look a little unbusy, but visually it's still good. Should probably accelerate a little bit. Gratuitous bridge shot. Let's go around this side. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do it. Come on, come on. Make it, make it, make it. Yes. Gotcha. And naturally we have to, don't we? Oops. It's necessary. Come on. About there. And I want to bring the exposure down because Train Sim World's always too bright. There we go. That's what it should look like. Perfect. And I'm allowed to upload them now. I've been taking screenshots all weekend and not uploading them. I don't think I have to acknowledge that one. I think that's fine. And am I tapped down? I am not, so I better do that. How low is that plane? Bloody hell. There must be an airport there somewhere. Matt Lawton says, clearly you're a nerd. Well, duh. That's probably a bit too much brakes, and now they'll probably release on me. No, they were still applying. I got away with it. Alright, so we stopped a bit early. That's okay. I'm still getting used to this thing. Not any kind of expert by any means with the Crocodile. It's a bit of a beastie. We won't worry that half the people can't get out of the train. Chandler says, I think JT are the ones who do working toilets. Lucas does actually put toilets in the train. You just can't get to them. Alright, let's lock the doors and say sorry to half those people who can't get in. Now, what did I do with the brakes? Okay, so I put them back on again. We're on a flat, it doesn't matter. So put them back into running and tap up. Off we go. 3 will be fine. Signal is green. It's just silly. C says such a weird looking loco, although none UK routes bother me. It actually looks good and nicely put together. When you think it's a weird looking loco, think of a Garrett. It's basically an electric Garrett. You've got lots of Garretts in England. And Wales, particularly Wales actually, there's a ton of Garretts in Wales, lots of ex-South African ones. Same ones that we run on my railway. Off we go to Hoxsell, and I will try and stay outside for a little while. I'm pretty sure Sifa sounds on the outside. Just take it up to 6 now. 6.5. We'll go for 7 then. That'll be fine. The little buzz thing in your controller, it gets a massive workout as you go through the taps because it buzzes for every one of them. Do you know what's funny? I've seen 2 game pauses playing this tonight, and I haven't seen any before tonight. I think it's something to do with my streaming setup. Let's go up to 8. See how we go with that. Only allowed to do 60 through this part of the line. It's very, very steep. It's all uphill until that moment that it's not, so you, yeah. Lots of variance in the trees and the buildings. Quite cool. Same with the cars, lots of variance. Need a little bit more speed out of this thing. I'm running late. It does have a lot more taps. You don't tend to use them all in passenger service. Are we stopping at that station? No, we're not. I want to see if the gate's open. Do they? Do they? Do they? I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just a really long block. I don't know. I didn't really want to stay there. Okay, we're getting up on the speed now, so let's bring it back down to flat 8. There we go. Going through the chat, Joshua says Innsbruck's airport is the airport the plane's landing into. Lexi says, yep, Innsbruck airport is just there. What was that? Never heard that before. It said something. Are we going through a station or something that we heard that? Huh. Okay. Did you all not hear that? Maybe it was something in the house and not in the game, I don't know. But anyway. Hubert says, the question is there a model toilet behind the locked doors? Knowing Lucas, yes. But you won't be able to get there. Lord Dampnut says, yeah, but Garrett's are a weird-looking loco. They're not weird, they're pretty. Garrett's are cool. Especially to fire. It's so easy to fire. Such a big firebox, it's very hard to bugger it up. What year is the Welsh route set? I think fairly recent from memory, what I saw. I think I saw that in the article. I don't remember what year, but I don't think it's not old. It's fairly recent, I think. Which is apparently, Tree Sim World, what people have been asking for in the surveys is they want recent stuff. Stuff that they can identify with. Just tapping her up to 9. Do you want me to let Sifa stop the train somewhere so I can show you how to reset it and what it sounds like? It's quite loud. Melbourne Train Guy says, home Wi-Fi isn't working, so can't download it. I hope you get that better. Melbourne Train Guy says, anyone able to confirm if BCC guard mode works now after the patch? I'm not expecting it to. Gav says he heard something too. Yeah, I've no idea what that was, but you know, Lucas and Mate are clowns. Just take it back down to round about tap 8. That'll do. The view's starting to pick up. They use the same trick to stop Unreal having conniptions. They use a bit of fog, which is both to reduce the stuff that has to be rendered, but also to stop Unreal throwing its hands up in the air on Gen 8 consoles, just setting fire to them, because it may as well. Why are people expecting BCC guard mode to work? I'm confused. A lot of the stations are flat, which catches you out, so I'm going a little bit quick now. But it's okay, gravity will take over, it'll be fine. So I've just come off the power a little bit. Joshua says, so Lucas creates the toilet and Matt blocks them off. Yeah, something like that. The Mittenwaldbahn train has toilets. You just can't see them. Some serious scenery going there. I mean, there's not a lot of detail in the distance stuff, but you just don't need it, because from this angle with the tiny bit of fog, it really works nicely. Lord Dampnut says, recent makes sense because it's a train you can ride today if it's local. Gav says, Matt denies there are toilets. I know he does. But yeah, can't deny what you can see in the editor. I think there's no reason why you guys can't see inside the train models too if you load the public editor. Can you see cooked models? Interesting question. I'm not sure if you can pick apart a cooked model to get through its walls. I don't know. Not that I play in the other space much anymore, I just don't have time. Hoxel 3 kilometres away now. Richie Rail says, I will be testing the BCC guard mode shortly, so we'll update, thank you. Latest patch apparently fixed BCC guard mode. Okay. C says, I haven't been on TSW in over a month. Well, you know, new baby, mate. New baby or same baby? Little kid. Trying to remember. Sorry. I got stuck in a wall there. I don't know if anybody noticed. How's that for a cliff? How awesome would that be? Abseiling. That would be fantastic. There's a lot of very long tunnels in this end of the route. Richie says there's fixes for BCC guard mode in the patch notes. Very good. TPT video has come back and said I've got 25 subs again. I thought you said that before, but congratulations. And the first time you watched your stream you didn't have any. Oh, well done. Maverick says no way you got your paws on this gem, Paul. Nine months old and crawling and standing up already. Yeah, it's a kind of a new baby. That's awesome that she's standing up. It's a very special time in your life up until they're about 6. Then they get very difficult for a while. They just get more and more difficult every day. Uberk says that is a long and mixed fix list in today's TSW update. I'll have to do a video on it, of course, which may mean getting up very early tomorrow, because I probably won't do it before I go to bed. Because given what time I get up, this is already the time I normally go to bed. And we're not even halfway through the route yet, so it's going to be a little while. I will do a video on the patch notes, always do, but it won't be today. It might have to wait till tomorrow night for me to do it. Because believe it or not, I do actually have a real job. And given the bills, I kind of need to go to work. Because, you know, bills like to get paid. People get upset if you don't pay your bills. I think this week I've paid out over $1,000 so far, and I've got about another $1,000 to pay. I hate this time of year. Everything comes together in January. It's annoying. The rest of the year's alright. Melbourne Train Guy says I may have to use my mobile phone hotspot to download the patch. We should find out how big it is first. Unless you're on a service like me that lets you roll your data over and you don't use much, so I've got about 2 terabytes of mobile data. You should look up there. Just saying. Didn't say that, wasn't here. Wasn't here. I'm supposed to stop. Shit. We're doing this. Right now in the back of the train there's stuff going absolutely everywhere, but we're doing this. We are stopping. In fact, I think I've ended up stopping early. I have. Did I fail the signal? Yeah, I might have to move again, or he won't be able to get out. I think. I'm already starting to roll backwards, which is a worry. I'll just move up a bit or he'll get stuck. In the back of the train, they're picking up their laptops and their coffees and a bit of this, bit of that. 1.8 gig for the patch. Fantastic. That'll do. Make them walk. This is a good spot to show you these platforms, because if you come off these funny angular ones, sometimes you can get back on them and sometimes you can't. It depends where you are. Looks like this one's pretty good. Could have already been fixed in the patch too. These are the stickable stickers. It says "nice here," and it's, you know, it's a thing about Mittenwaldbahn. That's another one of the collectibles. The luggage trolleys, you have to order them. And this isn't one of the ones you could walk down. I thought this one was, but no, this isn't one of them. But there's all these little cool things everywhere too. Little cans. Should probably get back in and go, shouldn't I? G'day, brother. Good beats. Door's locked. And power up. And brakes off. Off we go again. Most of the stations are kind to you. They're fairly flat. Zifa. Zifa is your friend. Zifa. Another tunnel. Yay. Did I not put headlights on? Where are they? There. And, oh, I didn't. Look. Put the headlights on. I forgot. No, not that one. That one. That'll help. Tunnels will be a bit brighter now. Sorry about that. Melbourne train guy says it's Telstra's problem. It'll be your problem if they bill you for it. I'm in a tunnel. I'm in the world. Big bridge. And of course, we need to do this. And we'll just accept that one and go. It's fine. Go. Upload it. Give us a random message when we're least expecting it. Bit more juice. Zifa. Chandler says the patch is huge, taking you ages in Epic Games. We're in 29 minutes so far. Well, I have gigabit internet, so patches don't worry me much. It's only when Steam slows them down. There you go. Now we can see in the tunnel. That's better. I should let Zifa make more noise on the next one. Melbourne train guy gets a fair whack of data on mobile plan. Don't work most of it, as work and home have Wi-Fi routes. Never chooses the rest of the time to have issues. This is true. Well, I ain't there. There's your problem, mate. Get onto a decent broadband provider. I haven't had... I shouldn't say it because I'm streaming, but I haven't had a lot of outages on Aussie. That goes well. Yeah. I was hoping to do that. So we can see the lights in the train. Where's all my people gone? Something laughed at me again. Down in power. I am on FTTP, Melbourne train guy. See, that's the cool thing for living in Afghanistan. You get FTTP. Had to be some good reason to live here. Because it's not living here that's the good reason, that's for sure. Beach is nice though. I'll let SIFA make noise on the next time it goes off to give you the second stage of SIFA. Melbourne Train Guy used to work for IINet as WestNet before TPG bought them in the good old days. I don't think they had good old days. I had an ombudsman complaint with IINet because they charged me for a service that I was not getting, and they would not refund it. I'm going to let it make its horn noise. You ready for the big horn? There we go, that's enough. SIFA basically buzzes at you, and if you don't acknowledge it, you get the horn, and then after the horn, it puts the brakes on. Still cruising in the Crocodile. Nice grass here too. Look at that. We stopping here? No. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Sorry, Lethan. We're not stopping here today. Bridge. Whee! House buried half in the dirt. That's not much good. It's better than you sometimes see, though. The wobbly speedo is quite normal. Please don't log a bug about it. Lord Datnut says I work from home and chose Big Pong because Telstra site shows outages based on my address, so I can show my boss when I do have issues. Had 3 downtimes in the last 10 years. Yeah, Aussie does that too. Weirdly enough though, Aussie has an app, but their app only works properly when you're on their network. When you're coming in from 4G, it does not. It's tapping down because our station's coming soon. My expectation is that we will need to go slower. So we'll let gravity start making us go slower. As we come into Reithby Seafeld. Nice little city outskirts. Dare I get the gratuitous bridge shot with a signal so close? Sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong? Apart from Indussie. We're well below the Indussie speed now anyway, so it's fine. This is a Christmas tree signal, so we will acknowledge it and do less than 40. Front of the cab. 4 seconds. Lowtech says, if you could only pick one, which would you choose? Train Sim World 5 or Train Sim Classic? Train Sim World 5. If you'd asked me that question 2 years ago, it would have been Train Sim Classic. Last year it would have been a bit of a toss-up. But this year, with all the different routes and places you can go to, there's enough in Train Sim World to keep you more than busy. Big Bond isn't bad, says the guy who hasn't got a real provider. You really should try the other providers because the bandwidth you will get is significantly different. You get what you pay for. Train Sim World passengers. They walk through your train occasionally here when they're trying to change platforms. One of the carriages, I think it might have already been patched because I tried to walk through it before and I couldn't, but you were able to walk through. You work for Telstra, don't you, Melbourne train guy? So you can't publicly speak ill of Telstra. I, on the other hand, haven't worked for Telstra for a very long time. He's still got the red, so we've got to wait for him and see what's coming. We were a tiny bit late, so something might have... Oops, that's pressing buttons. Something might have grabbed the path. I think. Don't see anything, though. But it does say I've got the path. It's interesting. I wonder if he's got the path. AI service. Let's see if I can get out. No. Oh, there's no contact signaler in here. For whatever reason, it's not active on the phone. Alright, we'll get out and go for a walk then. That's fine. Surprise! Jumped on your head. Let's see what's in the back of this station. Oh, it's the pallet station. It'd be cool to drive over these, wouldn't it? That's about as far as we can get in that one. G'day. Morning. Wander, wander, wander. I think we get stuck here. I like being able to walk, and I don't mind that the level of detail drops off as you get further away from the station. You'd think that was a collectible, wouldn't you? I think it was on another route, but not this one. Most of these paths are walkable. And there are places where you can fall off cliffs. Ask me how I know. Is that train moving yet? Yep, so he got the path. I must be running a little bit late. What time was I meant to be here? What are we playing? It's... Which one is it? Schedule. So we should have been here at... excuse me, 8:11 and we're here at 8:15. Which means we can go here and we can find out what he is. So we should have been here at 8:11, so that's us, E680. And now we've got to wait for that one, E1417 going to Innsbruck. So if we look at the map, is he that train? Yep, E417, 1417 rather. So it works. I should point out, by the way, that Austrians and Germans are obviously much cleverer than Aussies because it just has a list of trains. It's not for the opposite directions. Lowtech says another update is downloading. Fantastic. I'm glad I'm missing out on those, because in theory I've got them all already. Oops, I got it on the other side, didn't I? Yeah, this is one of the ones you can't get up onto. Here comes our train. It's a 111. I think we're approaching the downhill stretch shortly, where it gets very, very entertaining very quickly. Because as one of our training drivers loves to say on our railway, any monkey can get a train up a hill. We should get the signal, so if I close the doors, I have. We've got the signal, so we can just stand. Oh, we are actually going uphill, so I'm going to tap up first. Ah, not in shutdown. Running. When you put it in shutdown, it applies 4 bar. There is a bug around that, which I take you through in one of my tutorials, how to get around it. So when you get into a train that's been docked, that has carriages connected to it, the silver linkers in particular, they it will release the brakes because the silver linkers are at a higher pressure than the locomotive, which causes the triple valves in the loco to trip. So it releases the brakes on you, which is a little tedious. But in the tutorial I show you how to get around it. I think I've convinced Ed that it's a bug. I think. Because I think it is. Just means the train's got the wrong preset, because the carriages shouldn't have a different pressure to the locomotive when they're connected. It should be the same, because the air brake is continuous throughout the train. Melbourne train guy says on leave at the moment to get a bunch of dental work done. Yeah, not directly anymore, but a partner. Okay, cool. I was a contractor at Telstra for a long, long time. In fact, so was Lexic Dark, who's probably still in the chat. After all, there's not much else to do up on top of his hill in the dark. He lives in a magnificent spot, but it's quite a drive to go down to the nearest convenience store. The timetables are cool, Richie. I quite like them. They're handy for when you spawn in on foot, and if you want to know where the next train is, you can just go have a look. And you can see, oh, maybe I don't like that one. Maybe I like the one after it. Benjamin says, should the brake key not be locked so that you cannot set it to shut down? Ah, it's a question. I don't know this locomotive well enough to answer that. But I can ask someone who does. The brake key's normally only sets it going the other way, so you can't release it or can't apply it. It locks it when it's in shutdown. In the vertical chat, Mark Moss, hello to you, sir. And Manolis Evans says hello as well. Do you like cars? Well, I own some. Prefer trains. Funnily enough, as you can probably guess, you know, train. Ooh, a well, full of sand. That looks like we're going to start going down the roller coaster, so I'm going to tap off. We are starting down the roller coaster. I'm going to apply the air brake so I stay under control for a moment while I switch it into brake mode. And there we go, we've had the clunkage. So we are now running on the regenerative brakes. Actually, I don't think it matters that much here. So the gradient's almost gone, so just let it roll. Grumpy Englishman, hello to you. You would normally be in the horizontal chat, wouldn't you? There's a link in the description, or you can pop back to my channel page. Chandler says the patch note said it had fixed liveries in Formation Designer, but it still crashed, and now I need to restart PC. You'll be back. Ah, sorry about that, mate. This would appear to be green, so that's good. We're coming into Seafeld anyway. I'm probably going to have to power up again, aren't I? Did I go all the way off? Yes, I did. Let it settle. Don't power on straight away. Bad things happen. Quiet, Seafa. I know you guys don't want to watch me crawl in at 20 kilometres an hour. We're almost in cow territory. You can kind of quill the whistle with your keys. That'll do. Welcome to Seafeld. Oh, so you can lock the key after you've put it in release, can you? Really? I missed that. That's not in my tutorial. Damn it. Quiet, Seafa. Let's give that a try now. So if I lock the key and then try and release it, oh, it'll still let you go into overcharge. Better put the loco brake on now so we don't go anywhere. This is the station you're here. Well, we would normally be here for a while, but we're late, so we won't be. So it's fine. Scarnets. What an accidentally good camera angle. It's like watching on a security camera. We're not at the roller coaster part yet. Grumpy Englishman, you don't know where you are. That's not unusual. You know, I caught that the signal there and I thought, was that for me, that red light? And I thought, no, I'm not stopped, so I guess not. I have not been spattered, so it's okay. Lexic Dark complains, 9 kilometres isn't that far. Yes, it is. If you just want a bottle of Coke or something, it is. Maverick says the Mittenwaldbahn finally has a competitor in terms of scenery 2 years later. It is good scenery. I just know if I bother to go into braking I won't get steeper, but I think it is going to. Clunk. Regenerative braking is fairly strong, but it does have limits. And if you push it too hard... Actually, let me do it so you hear it. I'll push it all the way up. That happens. And if you don't react and bring it down a little bit, it will shut off. And then you have to go and reset it. Newberg says, don't forget to like the stream. 37 watching, 19 likes. Indeed, please do. Please like the stream. It helps promote it to other people. In both chats, please. Vertical and horizontal. In fact, this is amazing. The horizontal normally has about half as many as the vertical, but today it's got a lot more. Quiet, Seafa. Gravity's starting to take over. Ah, Jurassic Park. As we head down the mountain. Let me get up a bit higher so we can see what's going on. I'm just listening to the train, trying to hear if it's speeding up or not. I think I'm okay at the moment. It's getting quicker. I think if you light twice, you have to light 3 times, because the second light takes it away. I'll have to put out whoops, we're going too fast. Come off the thing, there we go. I was pushing it a bit hard there. I gave the regen brakes a bit too much work to do there, I think. It's okay, it's letting me recover. Thank you, Florian. Non-Aussies are probably on their phones at work. That is possible. Lowtech says, being a Yank and all, I won't hold that against you though. I would like to see more North American routes and locomotives. I can imagine that. I'd love to see more North American passenger or stopping freights, so local freights. The San Francisco Belt Railroad, I would really like that one. Lots of street running, but I can't see them making it because there'd be tons of custom assets. It's just too expensive. You'll find you need to use a mixture of air brakes and the regenerative braking to control yourself on the hill. Sounds like I'm speeding up again, doesn't it? I am, but I'm okay. Zifa. He's floating, isn't he? Front's floating and the back's in the asphalt. Still okay so far? Down the big hill. Chandler says he's back. It was the 387 that crashed. I know it said West Coast Mainline in the notes. I don't do liveries. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to talk to them about what Railroader's done. Because Railroader have had issues with mods eating performance. So what they're doing now is they're taking all of the decals from the mod and they consolidate them into a... I'm right on the verge of going too hard on this thing. You see how there's a red line there? If you go over that, that's when you start getting problems. So you get a little squirt of the air brakes, and that'll bring you back under control, and then you're all good. Lord Dampnut says, is dispatch smart enough on this route? You're late, let trains go around you. Yes, it does. You lose your path. It's been updated to handle down paths better. We'll be able to go up to 70, so I'll pop back into the cab so we can work on letting that happen. So I'll just come off a lot of the regen brakes and we should start accelerating. Looks like we are, it's thinking about it. There it goes. We're almost in Cowland. It's time to make hamburgers. Maverick says, this is TSW's story of forest rail, just much more complex. Well, yes. Can you like it twice? Yes. Too much, too much. Come on. There we go. Keeping it right on the edge there. Does give you a good indication of what's going on. We weren't supposed to stop there. No, good. Because we're not. Don't think I could have if I wanted to be honest. Nian Marie, hello to you as well. I left the air brakes on too long then. That's okay, as they say. Lord Dampnut says, that's great. Hopefully get some more single line routes like this. Well, guess what? Tadami! Tadami Eizu Wakamatsu is in fact single line running. That little path that you see on the right-hand side over here, the little concrete path, you can walk along that the whole way, should you desire to. Where are we on the map? We're not there yet. I think we're almost down on the plain now anyway. Almost in the flat bit, down in the valley. Back where we started, going in the other direction with the 1. Maverick says, bye Paul, don't jump the train off a cliff. I'll try not. I think I'm out of cliffs now anyway. We're still down bubble, but we're not bad. You can see the engine units bouncing around independent of the gab-in times. I just saw it there, like that. That's cool. This is green, so it's all good. But we're not far out of Skarnitz. It's not that worried, Louise. Well done, you Burke. Seafood interferes with drinking. Almost entirely off the regen brakes now. We are starting to go back uphill, so as soon as we hear the blowers stop, or not. Surprised neither of the signals coming into Skarnitz have had warnings on them. But it seems like a no. Siva. I'm only 6 minutes late. In fairness, most of that wasn't my fault. I had to wait for another train. It's the duplicate crocodile. We're probably going to stop here, and it's probably going to be good enough. Okay. Put that brake on. Doors. Are we far enough forward, actually? Ooh. That was a bit of a surprise. We clearly are far enough forward because he's leaving. Actually, I want to see if they fixed something in the patch. Let me go and try. Yes, I think they have. Yep, they fixed it. You could actually walk through these carriages before, which is a bit sad. Collectibles. I think I've done them all here. Yep. It's Harry Potter with a handbag. Where's the door? It is, of course, time to go. Remember, the doors do not work if you're not standing in the position. It would be Shamit. Okay. Thank you for the assistance. Let's get out of here. Let's go mow down some cows. Moo. Off we go. Yes, Harry Poutine and his or her lunchbox. Their lunchbox. You can't say the wrong gender, Chandler. You'll get yourself in trouble. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that button. It's okay. I've got a button that does a save game back when it used to crash. Neutral zone coming up, so I will tap down. Just roll through it. Not that it's any difficulty when you're running down a 2% grade anyway. This does mean you cannot use the regen brakes either. So you're on air only down here. Border control down there, I assume. Caravan pulled in being searched for narcotics and drugs. Oh, hang on, it's not America. It's alright. So you want Scharnitz. Indeed, see. Yes, I have a nephew that used to be a niece, so I am used to the conundrum. Better start slowing down for that. As we run into the cow mowing area. Please be on the lookout for stray cattle. They might wander across the track. And the only thing that makes me sad is that the cows don't have collision turned on, so they don't go bouncing off the train when you hit them. They just kind of disappear. It makes me very sad. I did find one yesterday that tried to run away from me and got stuck in a hill. That was funny. When you blow your whistle, they run away. Ziffer. Chandler says, imagine the speed you could get the Scotsman on this route. Well, yes. Scotsman's actually quite good with tight corners, so you probably could run it on here. We have entered the land of the moos. You'll see them when the fences stop. Nah, it's going to stop me. I wasn't going slow enough. That's okay. I just got indussied for the second time. I've actually been quite impressed with myself, to be honest. I've been impressed that it's only been twice. Chandler says, Arc 2 says, thanks for the support and creating a welcoming place. Transrail fan and engineer. No problem. Like I said, we have it very close to home. There's also a gay child in this house and another one in another family house, so we are quite used to these things. Am I stopping at Mittenwald? Yes, I am. Quiet, Sifa. I love the way the overheads are banked on the corners. They're apparently not like this anymore, but they do it. That red icon, Lexus, is because I didn't shut down when I got the Indussi, so if I tried to power up now, I wouldn't be able to. And in fact, I'm probably about to get whacked again because I just went over a magnet. I'm doing more than 40k, but looks like, no, I got away with it. What I have to do is power back to off. Did I blow my breaker before? I'm wondering about this. Oh no, I've got mains voltage. Maybe we've just encountered a bug. I suspect we have. Yeah, it's powering. Yeah, it's definitely powering. I think we've just found a bug. That mustn't go over 40. Oh, bridge. I'm going to do it this way then. Go on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Gotcha. I know, I'm sad. Oh, am I going to make it? I got away with that. No, I didn't. I thought I got away with that one, but no. Oh well. It's all good. That might be a few too many taps. Yeah, there we go. I just tried to accelerate then before we got down to 2.5 bar and it won't let you. In my eagerness to get into Mittenwald. Because after all, we're holding up this beautiful DBBR 111. Actually, it's a DBBBR, isn't it? It's not just a DB. Looks like the BR111 is allergic to crocodiles. We're being routed all the way over here. Chandler has asked what I'll take as a serious question there, where he says, not against it, don't take it the wrong way, I just don't know why people would want to. That's the key thing. It's what they need to do. That's all that matters. What anybody else thinks doesn't matter. It's the right thing for them. That's it. It's that simple. Yes, go Vindusy time. C explains it relatively well too, because people don't feel happy or comfortable in their own body. It's not about why, it's about what does it matter, as long as they're happy. Correct. If it makes them feel like they belong in the world, then good. Just letting the train brakes release. Wait until 8:56. Really? We're going to wait 6 minutes? God, we're going to go exploring then. Because, you know, I want to show you the cows. I'm just going to run up and down for 6 minutes, because I think I've done all the collectibles here for my tutorial. Oh, no, I haven't. There's one. Maybe we can find a milk bottle. I don't think I found a milk bottle here. Let's see what we can do. Sing out if you see a milk bottle. Of course, that'll be 20 seconds too late. Here's the other collectible. You have to be OCD about the skis. I have noticed all the milk bottles are in weird places whenever I have found one. Hey! What you doing with us? He's coming in backwards. Ha! Well, how about that? Where did he come from? Is there a yard here? Oh, I suppose there is. Fair enough. We shall continue our quest for milk bottles. Four minutes to wait. I think we'll be blocked from going down here. There's not enough detail. Maybe not. No milk bottles either. And we can't go any further. That's not up to code. Oh, you got there. Whee! Jump off. No, I don't want to give it up. You're making me sit here do nothing. What's that over there? No. Any in here? No, don't see any anywhere. I was very sad when I discovered that you can't run over the wood piles. Because how much fun would that be to just run over all the wood piles? That AI is actually shunting, isn't it? I just heard it uncouple. Still on a quest for milk bottles? None to be seen, though. Ooh. Saw something white over there, but it wasn't a milk bottle. Out! Bugger! Whoosh. Here you go. No. Is it time to go? Yeah, almost. We'll look for milk bottles over here. Lexus says, is this the best route we get in TSW 5? I reckon scenically, yes. Gameplay's been pretty good. I was concerned that it's a... can't get up there. I was concerned that it's a single-track route, but to be honest with you, it's busy enough. Hey, here's something someone might be able to explain to me. See, I reckon there's a piece missing for this little device over here. I don't know if I can actually get up there. We'll try. See, I reckon there's a piece missing to this. Because it's on a cable, right? So if you yank the cable, isn't it just going to go up? How do you make it dig into the sand? Ooh, you can go up here. Well, that's cool. Gunk. Oh, you're back again. Whoa! I don't think you meant to do that. Oh, the sail barn. Yes, once you get your collectibles, you can come up here to go to the cable car, but it won't be here yet. We've got 25 seconds left. So you've got to walk all the way up here, and we're going to see something that isn't there. Isn't that funny? But maybe there'll be collectibles. It's a river. Sail barn this way. Then this way. Be a long way to go if there's nothing, wouldn't it? Lucas loves his long walks. And there's another one that I popped out a video. I didn't show you how to get to the start, but I've showed you how to get to the other end of it. Bloody hell. How far do we have to go? Oh, in here. Okay. And you get the rest of it as a collectible. So you'll actually get the cable cars. So it'll be a cool thing for the mastery. In the meantime, let's go back to our train the easy way, shall we? Fast travel. Come on. Let me do it. There we go. Do you want to give it... Oh, hang on. Do I have... Oh, if I fast travel... Oh, we'll do it the other easy way. There we go. Oh, we're in the wrong end. That's all right. We can fix that easily enough. Go and get in the correct end. You're still there. Oh well. At least no one stole my train. Time to lock the doors and get out of here. Alright, and what have I got in the brakes? I've got this one, don't I? It's time to make hamburgers. Now leaving Mittenwald. Just catching up on chat. Lexus says if you have no problem with regular PZB, Industy's easy. Yeah, it is. They explain it pretty well in the manual. Lexus, the only problem's lack of layers, but understandable. There is already someone has put out a mod timetable for this thing, which puts modern stock on it. So you can already get that from Trade and Sim community. That's if you're on PC. If you're on console, sorry. Lexus says, maybe promised once for me as well, Groningen and Tadami line. Maybe Welsh route going to surprise us. Tadami I expect to be really good because Union managed to make Train Sim Classic look pretty good, so if they can do that, and they've taken a long time to set up Tadami, so he's hoping that it's magic, because I think we'd all like to see that. I am actually powering, I was beginning to wonder. Cathcart Circle is an example of a non-linear or even 5 circle. Yeah, there's a few non-linear routes in the game now. I kind of prefer them. They give you a bit of variation onto all the other things that we get that just go one place to another. The ones that you can go round and round are fun. And Cathcart's fun because you can do races. Bridge and cherry blossoms. How could you go wrong? I assume they're cherry blossoms. That ruined my fun. Richie Rail says, how did you travel like that? Control 0 takes you to the cab of your locomotive. In this one, it clearly took me to the wrong end, but that's okay. Oh, we're going up a steep hill again, aren't we? More juice, more juice, more juice, more juice, lots more juice, lots more juice. That'll do. Less juice. Less juice. F for phone box. Yeah, it's control 0. You can go all the way around the circle though, Sam's trains. You can have fun with it. Same with Cathcart, go all the way around. Gav says Lucas needs to make a walking game. A walking game with trains in it. Did any of you watch Matt Pedalston's stream yesterday? Because you got a preview of the new timetable for the other one, Frankfurt. Are we in a neutral zone? Probably. I'm powering anyway. We might sit up the other end. Might do a 3 camera actually, but a 3 from that end would be good. Because we are in cow territory. You can wake them up when they're sleeping. Here they come, look, they're going to walk on the tracks. Thought its head was in the ground for a minute there. Oops. Cows. Moo. There you go. We finally got proper cows in the game. I can stop complaining about having shit cows now. Am I powering or not? I think so. Yeah, I am. I just heard a tap go. Off we go to Cleese or Cleese or Cleese or something. Might be going a little bit quick. In the words of that song, a little bit naughty. Yep, I'm coming up on the red line. We have a signal with a magnet. Can I get back below the speed? Yes, I can. Happy now. Or as a Malaysian friend of mine says, happy la. As we approach Cleese. Melbourne says, I might have got lost in the chat. That happens to me all the time. Hello, Transport Gaming East Anglia. Arc 2's happy about finding the key combination, so that's good. You can also, I think, I'm not sure if Control Plus and Control Minus work in this thing to switch you between cabs. That's a Trainsim Classic thing, I think. I don't think there's a keybind yet for that, by the way. You have to use your controller or mouse. Here come the people crossing platforms. So the question is, was it worth riding in a crocodile for an hour to see the cows? Magnificent. Alrighty. I just realised why we had to sit at the other station for so long. It's border control. There would have been people in the train going, "Peppers, please." You want all the beans, Lexic Dark. Can't give it all the beans. It'd be out of control in no time. Not sure if we keep going downhill here. No, I don't think so. So I'll stay in motoring mode. As we wind our way through the valley, avoiding the trap of Sifa. Really? Only 100 miles? I think I've done 1,000. They never get that maths right. Oh, there's more cows. I don't know why cows make me so happy, but they do. Richie Rail says, don't give it all the beans, 18 trips it out. Yes, it would. If you're going downhill, you'd probably be okay. You'd just be mean to it, use air brakes and make them hot. Sam found a recipe for 15 bean soup. Didn't list the types of beans, but you just get 15 beans. Ah, chickens in choppers. Where would we be without Dana Lions and chickens in choppers and cows with guns? It's an awesome song. If you've never heard of it, search for Dana Lions, D-A-N-A, Lions, L-Y-O-N-S, I think, cows with guns. And find the animated version of it on YouTube. Just make sure you get the real one, because there's a few copies of it, and if you're going to play it, at least let the guy that make it get the money. Richie got chased by a cow. They do follow you around. They don't have collision on them because they would bounce when you hit them, and they would go flying. But the crocodile does like a bit of a cow dinner, I have to say. It's happened to me a couple of times now. You just come around the corner and whack, and you think, oh, poor cow. Look at scenery like this. This is cool. This is perfect for screenshots. Yeah, I was thinking that's the last station. I think we're going too fast again. Did I get away with it? I did. Look at that. Quiet, Sifa. I'm too busy celebrating that Indussi didn't bite me. Richie says cows are big bastards and they terrify me. Cows are alright. I was photographing a train crossing a trestle bridge in country Victoria once, and I was just standing there minding my own business, and I heard from behind me, so I turned around, there's this giant bull with its face like here. It's like, okay. I hope you're friendly. We have a crossing point. Zephyr. I've heard the AIs honk in this, but they don't seem to do it all the time. So you have that to look forward to. Oh look, this is the other train. Lowtech says cow catcher or cow slinger. Well, I think when they had collision on it was like dunk, cow goes into space. But the trouble is the way physics work in this game, it's just as likely that your loco goes into space. So no more collision on cows. Sam's train official says horses are assholes. No, horses are clever. Horses know whether you're scared of horses. And if you're scared of horses, they'll play games with you because they're very smart. But if you're not scared of horses, they'll just be friendly. Unless they're horrible horses. I mean, horses are sometimes nasty. Sheep are the ones you have to watch out for. They hunt in packs. Richie says, if that happened to me, I would simply pass away. I don't think so. You just turn around and go, "G'day, Cal. How are ya?" Nice little valley. I really should be on the regen brakes, but I'm just in the business of making my brake shoes hot. God, especially now, 3%. I mean, you can hold a train on a 3% gradient with air brakes. I know, because, you know, ours do. Lexic says they can be curious and want to follow you to be friendly, except people take exception to that sort of thing. Used to help herd them when I was 10 years old, and they are huge. Gab says physics versus train versus cow. Cow wins. Well, in this game, yes. Physics in this game's pretty good until that moment when it's not. And then you fly into space. As Sam has found out many times. It's a very pretty valley to end the run in as you just sort of gently slide through. That little path is followable, so it's a good path to go and explore. There's a couple more down around here that are worth following, particularly if you know. And I did promise I wouldn't reveal this end of it in a video, but I never said I wouldn't reveal the other end of it, so I did. I told you where it is on Mittenwaldbahn. That video goes live tonight sometime. I can't remember exactly when. Oh, let's go back on the regen brakes. Zephyr. Yeah, it's really pretty down through here, Daytona. I look small in the cab, do I? Got the other end, have a look. How do I get down? That way? Good. Right. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm terrible with the controller. There you go. That's getting ugly. Gav says he's tested passengers in a certain train that went flying. It is a fairly big cab, but that's because it's a stand-up cab. If it had seats in it, it wouldn't look as big, I don't think. .3 k's to the final station on the route. There is a mixture of freight and passenger. Looks like there's part of the mountain missing, doesn't it? I wonder if it is. I don't know enough about this area to say whether it is or not. Did I have to acknowledge that? No. But I should start slowing down for the station, really. Oh, actually, 30 minutes time my turtle video is going on, so watch it. Rockwood's Gaming Place, do you remember me? I'm really starting my education as a train driver on Monday. Fantastic. My first education train will be the Vectron on the BR193. It's awesome. Good luck with your first day. It's always a big thing on your first day. We probably want to actually go into powering mode now. Into motoring mode. No, not that one. That one. Quiet, Zephyr. I'm not going to let you bite me at this end of the route, Zephyr. More power. Don't want too much though, we're stopping shortly. Lexic Duck says, horses are vindictive. They think someone is owed karma they will deliver. Yes. I used to know a girl that had a couple of horses, and anybody that she didn't like that she took to the paddocks, they used to get bitten. I'm sure she always told the horses to do it too. Quiet, Sifa. Of course, we're going downhill into the steep bit again as we come into the station. As you do. I want to come down to 40 for this next signal, I think, probably. Oh no, it's a semaphore. It's probably fine. We'll see. We'll see. Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? It's going to be very close. I did hear the semaphore drop back behind me there, which is glorious to hear. Is it stopping me? No, it's not stopping me. Oh, I stopped me. I had the brakes on too hard. Never mind. Let's go. Couple of 111s and a little shunter. Good to see. This yard's fairly extensive. You can drive around most of it. You can't walk around all of it though, sadly. There's bits of it that are closed off for reasons, I guess. Every other time I've come in here, I've gone off to the left there, and I saw the shunter sitting there going, I don't want to run into that. And then I realised my tracks were aligned to the right. It was okay. Well, this has been Mittenwaldbahn, given it's 11:30 p.m. here. I won't do another run, but all of the other ambassadors will probably start going live over the coming day for them. So there'll be lots of opportunities to have a look around. So what do you think, folks? Is it a buy for you? I'll have tutorials. Some of them will have already gone live. There's others going live over the next few hours. The idea was to give people some time between each one to watch them if they wanted to. Unlock the doors. Let's go outside for another quick look at the crocodile. Door. That's what I want, not window. Down we go. So this is the hero of the route. Undoubtedly the crocodile. Oh, I just got pushed out of the way by this bloke. And I think we should tidy up some baggage. Because it's necessary. Because, you know, everybody's got to get their OCD out occasionally. Good luck searching for milk bottles. Close doors. That's what we want to do. And it should finish. Rookwood says, really nervous about the first day. That's natural, but try not to be. I think you'll be fine. Richie Rail says a cheeky plug for your stream later. Yeah, so Richie Rail's channel, click on his name. Let me grab you it, actually. Have you got it scheduled? Richie, if I could spell Richie right, Richie Rail. No, that's not you. There's another Richie Rail. There's two of you. Huh. Okay. I understand that. Let me try and find the real Richie Rail. Would the real Richie Rail please stand up? Actually, oh no, Matt Plays TV is not what's playing it. I thought he was. There's the real Richie Rail. Okay. give you a link so you can go and watch Richie Rail with the underscore on the back. There we go. That'd be sad. Yours is at 7 p.m. but not scheduled. Hello, Mark Moss. Melbourne Train Guy says, I like my suitcase. Fair enough. Enjoyed watching it. Not keen on playing your German stuff until I'm on 9th Gen, no. This one I can understand about 9th Gen, actually. I haven't tried it on the S. It worries me. I think I will. I will stream this again. We'll do it Wednesday night or just Sunday. I'll definitely stream it on Sunday. We'll do a long play on Sunday with probably do some freight because I think that would be fun. We'll do some conducting, that sort of thing. And we'll have some fun. I might run it on the Xbox on Sunday. And Wednesday night gaming, I haven't decided what I'll run. It might be this. We'll see. Might be this or it might be something that's cool from the patch. Anyway, I will do a video on the patch. Yeah, it's probably tomorrow night after work, so it's probably a good 20, 24 hours away at least. But, well, not 24, about 18 hours away. But you get the idea. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and enjoy yourselves. I hope you have enjoyed Mittenwaldbahn. I think it's cool. And I think it's a bit of fun. So, yeah, I'd suggest it. You know, if I didn't actually get it for free, no bones that I did get it for free, but if I didn't, to be honest with you, I'd buy it. There are some routes that I couldn't say that for, but this is one of the ones that I would quite happily part with the cash for, because I reckon it's worth it. Alrighty, have fun, folks, and we shall see you on Wednesday night, I hope, for Wednesday night gaming. And I think I'll do Train Sim World, but I'll pick something from the patch that's been updated and looks cool. So, because everybody else will be running Mittenwaldbahn all week, so why compete with that? Anyway, enjoy yourselves, have fun. It's been grand chatting with you all. Good to spend some time with you. And right now, I think I'm going to go to bed because in about 6 hours and 22 minutes, I have to get up and go to work. All right, enjoy. See you later. Bye.